You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy podcast network.
I was wondering, did you happen to catch the professional football contest on television last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it was most exhilarating. The Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay. And in the end, the Giants triumphed by kicking an oblong ball made of pigskin through a big H. It was a most ripping victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's
And we're not live. Coming to you on demand on this fabulous Tommy Tuesday. Welcome to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Giants, brought to you by possibly the greatest band ever to come out of Texas, Lucid. Check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your tunes. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by Mr. Alex Middleton. Alex, how are you doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? I'm doing pretty good. I saw our boys at Lucid Illusions on Saturday night. Saw them live. They rocked. Put on a hell of a show. So yeah, shout out Lucid Illusions. Best band out there right now.
Hell yeah.
Best band out there.
You can keep your other bands. I can't actually think of any. Who's modern
Your
day band?
Beyonces.
Yeah.
Keep your Beyonces and your K-pops. I need my Lucid
BTS.
Illusions. That's it.
Adele. Green Day. I saw Green Day back. They've got a new album coming out.
I think so.
It's always when when it comes to like bands like that, I'm kind of torn in that when I see pictures of them today, I'm like, on one hand, I like the fact that you're keeping to your way, you're sticking to your values, you're not selling out. But then also it's kind of like that Trey Cool, like, aren't you like in your 50s now? Why are you dressing like that? It's weird. I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
It's the style. Yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying though.
You have to get to that point there, surely. It's like, Grandpa, why are you putting on eyeliner? I got a gig tonight. Gotta look cool. But
well, dress, that's work. That's work.
Granddad's gotta go to work. Yeah, he's gonna be the thankful one because he's the one that gets to sit down for the whole gig. See?
Yeah.
He's smart. Oh, what have we been up to? What have you been up to in the last, I don't know, 12 weeks since we've done a show? Just been living life.
I feel like I've had I had a crown put in. I thought I was gonna get a root canal last Tuesday, and I was like, hey bud, I might be like, I would have looked like I had like a stroke face where I would just
been dribbling,
drooling. You know, like you just can't. Yeah. And it was pretty bad, but like they were like 90% chance they're gonna have to give me a root canal. So like we didn't do one then. I had a doctor's appointment the week before that. And the only time they could get me in was when we would be recording. And then I feel like we've always like the other couple of weeks, it was just like you were out of town one week. I had something else I had to do. I had a dinner we had to go to. It was just like we just got tangled up on like schedules where it was like a really
golf
weird,
tournament
like,
was still. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but I was looking at
golf tournament on Tuesday.
Because when I upload the podcast to Spotify, you have a little feature where you can say, hey, which season is this podcast and which episode of that season is it? So I was checking out what's the last episode we did so I can keep you going. And since the beginning of this quote unquote season, which I believe we normally kick back into gear early August for when preseason starts and stuff like that. Since August, this is our 8th episode.
Oh shit. Yeah.
We are not very good at this. We need to, but
well,
yeah. But that's why we don't do it live anymore. So hopefully, we can, when our schedule's all fucked up, we can still just hop on Zoom at some point.
Yeah.
And give you people the wonder of our beautiful faces and voices. And yeah, the Giants haven't been
except for the last month. Yeah, except for the last month, like I didn't want to talk about it. I was just mad, and like you and I would text about it, and it's just like, we were like old men, like again, these kids not caring and scoring points. And now an Italian American came into our hearts, and everybody, we're back in. We're all the way back.
Yeah, just to kind of finish on the negatives before we sweep them under the rug and talk about the glorious game that was yesterday. Like even the last two, we've won 3 games in a row now. Even the last 2 were kind of like, I'm happy we won, but Jesus Christ, they were miserable to watch until last night.
I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna complain. After,
do you know who is going to complain though?
Season, it's like, I'll take it.
Do you know who is going to complain? And I love it. Those we should be tanking. Why are they trying to win? I hate those people.
I hate that guy. I hate that guy. Like, tell me last night was not fun. Oh, well, you cannot. No, you don't get to enjoy last night. You don't get to enjoy Tommy DeVito Linsanity. All right, you don't get to enjoy that. All right. If you just want to tank, fuck you. You can want to tank. You can want that all you want, but you can't enjoy the fun stuff because you have decided that you are anti-fun.
Like, my wife would probably do a spit take if she heard me say this, because she'd be like, really? Really? But at the end of the day, it's just a game. Sports is supposed to be fun. And if you can't have fun watching your team win, what the fuck is your life like? Like, seriously.
That's why you watch your team. So it can make you feel the happiest. West Ham sucks a lot, but like, we had one day 6 months ago, basically, where they won the Europa Conference League, and it felt like the greatest day ever. And we just, like, there's days like that where you're like, oh, well, like, men really won't go to therapy, but they'll do this. Like, no, I just want my team to win. Like, that's really the only thing I want in life, is just my team to win. And so he's like, what do men really want? They want their team to win a championship, and that's really what it is.
That's it.
West Ham doing that was amazing. The Giants, the 2 best days of my life were when they won the Super Bowl, February 3rd of 2008 and February 5th of 2012, when they beat the Patriots both times to win the Super Bowl. Those are the 2 greatest days of my life. Single greatest days of my life, and they're amazing. Don't tell me.
Fun facts. This is where Alex O would pop in if we had a live chat. 100% of the time when the New York Giants are in the Super Bowl and I'm in the same country, they win it. They're 1-0 so far. So
facts right there.
Yeah. So if you are listening to this on the Tuesday, last night, the Giants of New York took on the Packers of Green Bay and won the game by kicking was it an oblong? I've already forgotten the quote. Pigskin thing for a big H.
Oblong ball, yeah.
Oblong ball for a big H. Before we kind of dive into it, what was your thoughts? Because this is why Tommy, I've got so many things to say about Tommy. Firstly, before the game, it's all over social media. How much does it excite you that Tommy DeVito's agent is Inspector Gadget? Like, if Inspector Gadget joined the mafia, awesome. That would be him.
Yeah. No, like, I mean, I think we need to step back and, like, we haven't really gotten to do the pod since the Tommy DeVito era began. But the Tommy DeVito era is likely going to end poorly. It's likely not going to end great. Not really going to, like, not going to commit to that. Not going to, like, I hope prove me wrong. But, like, I feel like we know what we got, and we're just having fun with it. Like, last night was like, fucking let's go, Tommy. And anytime Tommy DeVito does it, he made a great throw to Wan'Dale Robinson at the end there to set us up for that field goal. I thought he stepped up, especially in the second half. But, like, it just, all the shit that goes with it, like, him doing the Italian thing against the Commanders was like, all right, I love him. And if he gets a win, then we have our troll job right there. And then we can just troll and be like, this is the positive thing we're looking at every Sunday until we can't look at it. And I think Dable got some shit for not starting Tyrod last night. I think a lot of people wanted to start Tyrod because Tyrod came off of IR, and they're like, why not do that? And he said, Tommy's earned it. And I think sometimes you just need to throw some fuck shit in there. And Tommy's a little fuck shit, dude. Like, he like, we don't know what we're going to get with him. He's a rookie. He's going to make some mistakes, but, like, hey, he's kind of fun. He does the Italian thing. He sparks the locker room a little bit. People play for that. Like, his dad's awesome. They fucking hand out chicken parm in the fucking parking lot of the stadium before, because they're fucking just regular season ticket holders that are tailgating. His fucking agent shows up and is like, yo, I'm going to play into this. I'm going to buy a mafia suit, and then I'm going to stay on the sidelines with you in a fucking flip phone that I'm gonna look like I'm from like the first season of Sopranos.
It would have
I'm
been
just gonna
funny
be
if he
like
had
on that the whole time.
it would have been funny if he had multiple flip phones.
If he had a
Like then
brick
like
and he
with
smashes it,
with
and
a
throws it in
big
a trash.
wire. That would have been great.
But like it's a fever dream. Tommy DeVito is a fever dream right now that like I would love it if Tommy DeVito ended up being an amazing starter for the New York Giants and won them Super Bowls. I don't think that realistically is going to be he's the long-term solution quarterback. I think that Tommy DeVito has solidified himself as an NFL player for the next 5 years to a decade because he's going to be he's going to always have a job now that they've shown that he's capable coming in as a
100%.
backup. I think he's always going to be. And I think when you ask like Jake Browning of the Bengals and stuff, like, can you not fuck it up if you come in relief of somebody when somebody goes out? Can you kind of keep the ship steady a little bit? And I think Tommy DeVito has showed that he can do that.
Why not? Because Tyrod Taylor's
And
contract's going to come up at the end of this year, so he's going. There's no Tyrod Taylor. Tommy DeVito 100% should get a new contract and be the backup quarterback next year, at the very least. There's no reason why not.
Draft anybody.
Well, it depends, but yeah.
Draft him. But then we keep him on
But
the
here's
roster.
Here's the thing about Tommy. I will say, one, if you think of like how far he came when he came on to replace the injured Tyrod Taylor against the Jets, and he was literally told, right, your job is to take the snap and hand the ball off to a runner. Do not even think of throwing the ball. To what we saw last night, the improvement on this kid is ridiculous. And this is where where everyone's going, and rightfully so to a certain degree, talking about, well, yeah, it's only for now and blah, 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 blah. But let's just say, because we all know he was an undrafted free agent, but what if, just imagine, if this guy was a first-round pick in the draft, people would be losing their mind going, gee, have you seen this kid in New York? Like, oh my God, first year out of college, he could be the franchise. I think it's just all, what's the word? Perspective here.
Perspective. Yeah.
So I'm obviously I'm not saying we should tie the wagon to him, whatever, and let him go. But
what if he wins out? Like, what if he wins out, dude? 9-8. That's a playoff team. 9-8. We probably get in the playoffs. I'm not saying we're going 9-8. I'm saying that's not mathematically impossible. If we win out, we are 9-8. That's just a fact right there. Okay, that's just the facts. And if we do that, then Tommy DeVito fucking balls out and leads us on game-winning drives in every one of those remaining games. Like, you have to ask the question at some point, like, is Tommy DeVito a starter? I don't know if that is going to happen. I would say the odds would say no. But, like, why fucking shit on that? I hope they do. That'd be awesome. If he throws 4 touchdowns a game and we win out, like, I don't understand, like, the people that are just haters that are mad that the team's going out there and winning, to circle back to those fuck faces. Like, the people that just want to be miserable all the time. Buddy, we're already there. A lot of the last, like, 5, 6, 7 years have been me just being miserable. Give me the fucking Tommy DeVitos. Give me a little bit of happiness. Oh, but folks in the draft pick. You draft who you fucking draft, dude. Get a quarterback there. Get it, like, trade up. Do whatever the fuck you have to do. Well, then the franchise is gonna fuck it up because they don't know how to do things. So you want that franchise to draft a quarterback? You want that draft, like, you want them drafting quarterbacks? If they're gonna fuck it up, then they're gonna fuck it up if they draft a quarterback. Trade up, get who you need to do, whatever you gotta do. Just fucking be happy with a goddamn win. Shut up and be happy with a goddamn win.
All you're drafting is potential. This guy might be good.
Went second in the draft.
Whereas, why would you trade for potential when you have, in theory, this kid who's currently what, 3-1 on 4 starts, if I'm correct?
Yeah.
3 in a row, because I think he's played because it was the Jets, but he only played half that game and then 3 starts.
Okay,
right?
so 3-0. He's won 3 in a row, but yeah. And I mean, he led the team on a game-winning drive last night. Led the team on a game-winning drive.
Talk about pressure.
Despite the refs trying to fuck us every chance they had there in the last 5 minutes of that game, Tommy DeVito said, take this and fuck off. We're going to go down the field and we're going to score. And Randy Bullock didn't miss this time, so that was sick. Randy Bullock is a fucking liability. I'm not ever comfortable when he kicks the ball.
Yeah, I was I was looking between my fingers last night. I was like, oh my God, did he do it? But here's my theory, right, about Tommy and why he's being so successful and why I could see us fucking around and beating the Eagles twice. Because I noticed something last night in his style of play, shall we say, is that there was several times that, let's just say, Tommy's still progressing, he's still growing into his position. And there was a couple of times where he threw the ball, and then when the camera cut to where the ball was going, it was just landing in the middle of nowhere. There was no players anywhere near it. And it was like, what the fuck was that? He did that a couple of times, right? So here's I think now the defense are looking, they're nervous now because they're like, right, one of two things is going to happen when that ball snaps. We have like a second or two to pressure him and maybe sack him. If not, he is launching that ball and no one, including him, knows where the fuck this ball's going. It's either going to be a fucking dart and go to the receiver or it's going to go somewhere there. So as soon as the ball goes, it's almost like they have to stop for a second and be like, wait, where's the ball going? Where's the ball going? Fuck, it's over there. And because the point was proven in that Wandale Robinson catch. He was, I mean, don't get me wrong, he obviously is a good receiver, he's a decent receiver and he made some space, but he was like 3 yards in space. Like, so I'm saying, I think he's got, yeah, I think he's getting.
Oh, I thought that was a bad throw. No, not
that's
that
what
one.
I'm saying, though.
I'm
That's what I'm saying.
The flea flicker, I thought was a bad throw that maybe DeVito should not have made. I'm really glad he did. But like the flea flicker should have been a pick if Wandale does not just dive back to get that, which was sick. And then I thought that was a risky throw, but it was a calculated throw, and you kind of had to make a throw in that moment at the end, and that was just ballsy as fuck for Tommy to step up and make that throw. But Wandale Robinson had his best game of the year of his career, probably. I would say. I think he was on his way to having a career game like last season when he tore his ACL, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the remainder of the season. But it's obviously a game changer. When we have him, we can use him in that Deebo Samuel role where we kind of run him out of the backfield a little bit and kind of use him as a running back. I like that a lot. I think that it opens it up for Hyatt a little bit, which I wish we would have seen more. I really felt like Slayton was kind of utilized. Isaiah Hodgins he's kind of like had some snaps taken away from him this season, but that was a sick catch right there.
Fuck me.
The throw, the patience, the blocking by the offensive line. I mean, I think that going back to what you kind of said, I rewatched the condensed version of the game today to kind of try and take some notes on it, and just what you kind of said about how Tommy was throwing them off because they didn't really know what was going to happen. Like you had no clue where it was going. And I do think that him just getting the ball out quick has been such a game changer where I get that it's easier said than done. But at the beginning of the season, like Daniel was holding on to the ball a little too long. Tyrod even held on the ball a little bit too long. And Tommy was kind of holding on to the ball too long, I think, pre-bye week. But like last night, it was like, boom, okay, read, throw. And they're safe reads. They're reads that are not for long distances. I think that it was like that they had let him kind of air the ball out a little bit, but like they were very calculated plays for 6-7 yards at a time, which are nice little chunk plays, and you can wear out the Packers. Then we give it to Saquon. Saquon had a pretty good game. I'm still a little mad about that alleged fumble that they ruled, but we can get into that a little bit later. But yeah, Tommy's getting the ball out quick, and Giants have never lost a game this year that they have not given up a sack. So maybe stop giving up fucking sacks. Isn't it awesome when you don't get sacked? How it makes the offense just efficient when you're not just ending a drive just in the middle of nowhere. And then fucking Dexter Lawrence coming back. He played 20 snaps, I think. He had like 6 tackles, 2 quarterback pressures, and I think he forced a sack. Like Dexter Lawrence coming back was a game changer. Azeez Ojulari being healthy was a game changer. I thought McKinney was awesome. Deonte Banks, I know he's had some rookie growing pains, but he absolutely shined in several moments last night. It was just like, now we're getting like, they're doing the thing, Mike, that like, remember when we bought in on Joe Judge again when we were like, no, they're buying in. But I think they bought in on Dable. I think they already bought in on Dable last year. I don't think it was at the end of Judge's first year where it's like the team kind of sucks, but like they're buying in on him. We already know they bought in on Dable and co last year. I think they're just buying back in on it. They went through a rough patch. There were some injuries. Shit happened. And they're finally at the point where they're like, nah, let's just fucking be dogs. Like, let's go out there. Let's play together. We got a 3rd string quarterback. Fuck it. And like not having anything to lose makes you a little bit of a dangerous team sometimes. I think that's kind of what we're like. We've also not played the greatest teams. But who cares? I'm not going to apologize for who we've beaten. Not going to apologize.
No, but also I think the team are definitely buying into Dable again. And I think again to give the man his flowers, and not, but I think it all again revolves around Tommy DeVito. I think I think the players are kind of getting swept up as well. Maybe not like consciously, but subconsciously. Now when you have like this third string guy whose original contract, I think they said it on the broadcast. I had like people saying, why does he still stay at home? Why does he still live at home? Blah blah blah. His contract was $20,000, like not $20,000 a week, $20,000. That's all he was getting paid by the New York Giants. So no shit, he was still living at home with his parents. Now I'm assuming he's getting paid more than that, but now they've got him running out. The crowd's going nuts. They've got people with giant inflatable hands that do this. Like it's fun to be part of that, and I think the players are joining. And I think also
It's a cult following,
and I think
and it's
to see what Brian Dable did with Daniel Jones last year, and then it started to go a bit sour this year. Maybe the players are, oh shit, where are we at? But then to see, I guess, not just Dable, I'm sure on the whole offense coaching, but to see again how much they brought Tommy along, I think the team is like, oh shit, we this is something. I think this is something, and I think everyone's buying and getting excited about it.
I do think a lot of the positives that have come from the Giants have been because of Tommy DeVito, and I think that it is easy to be in the NFL and be like, we got to be serious, we got to do all this stuff, we got to be leaders. Everybody, I'm a leader. I go to do this. We got to keep the clubhouse together. And then maybe there's drama. Is Wink Martindale having a falling out with Brian Dable? Oh no, drama in the clubhouse. Is Kafka on his way out? Hey, they have a fucking third string quarterback named Tommy fucking DeVito. He's an Italian stallion. He's a hero. He does this. His parents look awesome. His agent is a Sopranos character. Like, he's a cult hero. Maybe don't take yourself so seriously. And I think that maybe the players kind of stepped back and were like, you know what? Like, fuck it, let's just go ball out for this Italian kid. And I think that's what we saw. Like, they're playing for each other. We're turning the ball over or we're forcing turnovers the whole time. This has been awesome the last month of being a Giants fan. Even though they make us sweat out every fucking game, like, they're trying, and it's completely different football than we've seen the last 2 months of the season until now.
And I know it's partly just to how being a professional, I get that. But the team is also rallying around Tommy because I saw who's interviewing who said she interviewed Saquon Barkley, and it was like such a shitty question. Like, I know it's a basic question, obvious question because it's been a big thing's been made about it. But she was like, "Oh, I asked Saquon Barkley, like, is it strange that your quarterback still lives at home with his mom?" And apparently Saquon's response was, "No, he's smart. Why wouldn't you want to go back to your mum's cooking every night?" Like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. Saquon's got his back. Like, I love that. I love Saquon.
Yeah.
Saquon's great. No matter who it is, he's
Saquon's good.
like, if he's your friend, he's a ride or die man. That boy, I love that. Saquon.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He seems like and then yeah, I mean, I feel like that's pretty much the recap of the game. So much from last night. I do feel like the refs tried to fuck us. They were trying very hard to give it to Green Bay, whether it be giving them a first down that I didn't think was a first down on a questionable fourth down call or a questionable fourth down play, or it be them saying that Saquon, who was pushed and lost his balance and stumbled and fell down, did not give himself up despite being touched before falling down. And then they were just going to give the Packers the ball at like the 30. Like, I didn't understand that. Like, when they showed it back, it's like, yeah, well, Saquon like was losing his balance because he got pushed. It just took him 10 yards to lose his balance.
Yeah, they were trying to defend him by saying,
understand
well,
that
you
at
can
all.
see that he starts to regain his footing. Well, obviously
But
he
he never
didn't.
officially did.
Like, one, because of course that's just human nature. You're going to try and not to fall over. But also, two, clearly he didn't regain his footing because he fell over.
Right.
Like it didn't make any sense to me. And it was like, because I was like recording Waffle Box and kind of watching it. And like when they showed the replay, because it looked like because I was like watching it in my peripherals. At first, it looked like, oh fuck, like that's a fumble. But then when they showed the replay, I was like, oh no, we're good. And I carried and then wait, why the fuck have they got the ball? What the fuck? It's bullshit.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, last thing I just will say, because normally I'm not the kind of guy, like I'm normally, if I'm watching a game, I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not texting anyone because I normally, if anyone, I just put my phone away because I don't want to be just in case because I'm normally streaming it as well. So sometimes like 30 seconds behind, I don't want anyone texting me going,
Oh
"Oh my God,
yeah.
did you see this?" And you go, "Fuck, no, I didn't." Oh, there it is. So I normally like leave my phone alone during the game, but that touchdown throw when Tommy felt the pressure, went to the right, and just somehow found Isaiah Hodgins. I couldn't help it. I just had to text you like, "What the fuck? That was sick." Oh, that got me hyped. Oh,
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
so
awesome.
who we got next?
It
Saints.
was Saints. I'm going to the game on Sunday. Yeah, I gotta. I'm leaving Saturday night,
You
and
going
I go to the same.
Nolings?
I'm going to Nala.
Is
I'm
that
going.
was that
I
like
bought
a
a clown mask a month ago to wear to it because I was like, they're gonna lose, so I'll just be like, haha, you can't make fun of me. I know that I'm wearing a clown mask, but now I don't know because they're on a winning streak, so maybe
or
I leave the clown mask.
do you know what you do? Just so you don't waste your money on the clown mask, just print off the New Orleans Saints logo and put it on the clown mask. So you're saying, "Ha, you're clowns." There you
You
go.
guys are clowns.
Yeah. And then
That's a way to go.
if they just start destroying us, then you can just slowly peel it off and like, now I'm the clown. It'd be funny, and you might get shown on TV.
So yeah, there you go.
But was it like a happenstance thing? Was it like, oh, we're going to New Orleans, oh this, or are you just going specifically to watch the game?
My friend Darren is a Saints fan, and we had kind of talked about going the next time that they played in New Orleans, and we were like, well, let's just go. And so we bought tickets a while ago, and yeah, obviously neither team is great this year, but it kind of evens the playing field. And now I'm excited to watch the Giants again, so I'm very happy about that. But yeah, I'll post some stuff for the account for the socials at CBB Pod. If you want to give us a follow, live
Good.
coverage from New Orleans this weekend from the Bayou.
New Orleans.
Oh, boys, we're down over here on the Bayou. We're from a fan boat down in the swamp.
But I have heard that in New Orleans, wait, so you're getting this what when you're flying in?
We're driving in. Like
What
I'm
you
probably leaving
what
at like
when?
6 o'clock. I'll probably get there like midnight Sunday.
And then so wait, so you're just driving in, pretty much watching the game and driving home again?
Dog, it's for the love of football, man. It's for the love of football. I don't know. We'll see what we got going on.
How long's the drive?
It's like 6 hours.
Jesus Christ. So it's not even so who's you is he the driving or are you splitting it?
Um,
Or is it
I mean, I
like
could drive. It's
who
their
gets drunk
car. We're going in his car.
who gets drunk first? I win, you're driving.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can drive, so I will. I will volunteer to take some of that. But my car is not as big as his is, so I would like to ride in not my car, unless I can borrow my wife's. She actually has like a full-on car.
Ooh, she fancy.
I just have a two-seater truck. Not a great road trip vehicle.
Yeah, before I go on like long road trips, I think I need to upgrade from my Toyota Corolla. I don't know if I can trust. I've driven like 4 or 5 hours, but yeah, I don't trust her. Bless her. She's a good girl, but I don't know. Last thing, nickname. I've heard a lot of things. Tommy Cutlets is I've heard that a lot. I'm not feeling it. Is it? Have you heard any good ones?
I mean, TD. I just like Tommy D.
TD, Tommy DeVere, touchdown. It's a TD.
Yeah, I mean, he has the chain. He has the TD chain. Tommy Cutlets is kind of what it seems like everybody's going with. I don't love it, but like,
Oh.
I'm fucking here for it, bro. I'm here for it, dude.
What about
Tommy touchdowns.
Cousin Tommy instead of Cousin Vinny?
I don't hate that. I do like the logo, the NY logo, where the Y is just the
That is
Italian
pretty
hand
good.
now. That's pretty great.
Wish I'd thought that first.
Like it is so funny. Like if he doesn't do that against the Commanders, like it was like a joke that people did to him. But if he doesn't embrace it and just play into it, like not, like I don't think any of this is anywhere what we're talking about. Like he's played well, but like the hype behind Tommy DeVito is because he's played into it. And he's not been a dick. He's not being cocky. Just throws a touchdown pass, does that. Isaiah Hodgins catches a touchdown pass from, does this. It's just like he's playing it well. It's all just harmless fun.
Do you know who I do feel bad for though? Who I do have real sympathy for? Like
So,
the Paulie D and the situation from Jersey Shore. Because now
yeah,
they're no longer the most famous Jersey Italians. They're
that's
like
true.
they fell down because they've never thrown a touchdown pass to the New York Giants.
That's true.
So T's and P's
That's a great point.
to Paulie D
Yeah, T's and P's.
and the situation.
Unfortunate for them, yeah.
The situation's gone south. I guess we should technically finish up because I kind of did hype up in the introduction that allegedly, rumor has it, word on the street is that we are a podcast dedicated to New York Giants and West Ham. So I guess let's mention West Ham. What a
But they weren't
ride!
good though.
Well, so because we were very good coming back against Tottenham, beating them 2-1. I can't not mention that on the podcast because that was great. We beat them.
Fuck Tottenham.
And then we just got destroyed 5-0 by Fulham. And I don't like to be that guy that comes up with excuses because even no matter what the excuse, 5-0 is terrible. There's no excuse for 5-0. But David Moyes did mention that a lot of players are getting sick and there's like a bug going through the camp.
He
And
told them to stay
I'm
away for 2 days from the facility.
yeah, and I'm hoping that's really true and it's back because then hope next game against Freiburg, or whatever in the Europa League, where we don't have to win, but still we need some. You can never go in looking for a draw. You need to win because like everyone was just so slow and behind. Like Paqueta was crap, Kudos was crap, Bowen wasn't crap, but he was not the Bowen that you'd expect. James Ward-Prowse had a decent game, but other than that, it was just everyone. And in weird ways, I don't know how you feel about this because I came away from that game. I wasn't angry. I was just kind of because it's like because I feel I get more angry when let's say West Ham lose and like one or two players do really badly, or David Moyes does something dumb.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, if it wasn't for that, we could have. But and I'm getting really annoyed. But because it was just pretty much everything, everything was wrong. The players were all shit. David Moyes made shitty decisions. Maybe his hands were tied somewhat because of the illness, whatever. Like his substitutions were dumb. Like we was 3-0 down at halftime, and he thinks, you know what's going to help? Yeah, let's bring on an extra defender. Like just the whole thing was shit. And so it's like, I just kind of, well, I guess I'm going to continue with the rest of my life now. I just didn't care as much, if that makes sense. What is your
I was
take?
mad that it was Fulham. I was mad that it was against Fulham, but like just the illness kind of going around, and then you just chalk it up to make yourself feel better. Be like, well, we're focusing on Thursday because we do have to beat Freiburg.
No, I think because of goal difference, or I
They
think
have a better goal differential because they just blew
no,
out
but
whoever.
but I think it's comes down to heads. Did we beat them before in the first round of matches?
We did, but if they beat us,
No, yeah. So yeah, we can't lose. Definitely can't lose. But if it's a draw, because we beat them, we win on the head to head. So we will finish top of the group if we draw.
Okay.
But I mean, I am no professional sportsman. This may shock everyone. But yeah, if you go into a game going, all we need is a draw, that's almost a guarantee that you're going to lose because you need to go for the win. That's how it is.
Right.
It's just a shame that we're in this position because it's like it's December, which means in the next 20 days we have about 16 games to play. It's gonna be ridiculous.
We have 4 games in 9 days coming up.
Yeah. So it would have been ideal if we could have just tried out the youth team in this game, but we can't. So
Well, they were saying on Sunday morning that only City and Liverpool have played more games in the last 3 seasons than West Ham has. We've played like over 100 games throughout, including Europe and everything. And it's like we're still in, I think, Carabao. We're still in Europa. We're still in Premier. Like, we are still rolling a squad 2 days a week, at least 3 days a week. So it shows that like we're just not at the Liverpool level yet, where we have like the guys going through there, but like we got to still keep working through that, which means we got to keep being good at Europa. So you
the
keep
depth
advancing
is better.
out of group stages, and you're gonna keep getting people. Yeah, the depth is significantly better. This is the best depth we've had in a long, long, long time.
It's just yeah, I don't know. But because the league's going to be different, like, because it as shit as the game was last time, we're still what ninth, I think, in the league, and everyone above us keeps fucking up. So it's not out of the realm of possibility where we could still finish sixth, fifth, seventh, sixth, fifth this year. So let's keep chugging along,
Yeah.
chugging along. Here's another good. Did you see this? I posted this on Twitter because they looked at Premier League games that have happened in 2023. So the end, basically the last half of last season and the first half of this season. If you combine them and you did a league table, did you
Uh-huh.
see who is bottom of the Premier League?
Is it Tottenham?
It's not, unfortunately.
Chelsea?
It's Chelsea, who have spent
I would imagine.
over £1 billion in the last 3 transfer windows. They're technically equal on points with 2 other teams, but they've played 1 extra game. So if you go points per game, Chelsea statistically are the worst team in the Premier League after spending £1 billion on players. That's shit's hilarious.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. What's that? Imagine they go down. Oh, that'd be so funny. Imagine being in that top. What's his name? Todd Bowley, pumping £1 billion
Yeah.
into a team, and this is what you get. Me,
Neat,
Jesus.
buddy.
Like, imagine how bad you feel paying actual currency for a clown mask that you might not use. Imagine how he feels.
Right? There you
Jesus.
go.
But there you go. What have we got? What else we got coming up? So we've got Freiburg, which it's a must win. So I'm predicting a win. And then who we got? Because it gets to the wacky. So we've got Wolves on Sunday. Ooh. Although to be fair, yeah, they're not doing that great. But the way this season has gone again, it's like I think I'd say this every year with West Ham, but now it's like I don't know. I don't know who's going to turn up. Are we going to win? We could win. We could win 4-0, but we could also lose 5-0. I don't know. I've given up predicting.
Right.
How are you vibing?
I don't know. I feel like we're gonna go into Freiburg and play well. I have good feelings about that, but yeah, the Premier League is so hit or miss with this team this season. I feel like we've been on such a good run though.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad if we just rest some people against Wolves. Fuck it, I don't give a shit anymore. But if we can turn up next Wednesday and beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup and get through to the semi-finals of that, that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Because
I'd be psyched for that for sure.
if I remember rightly, because if we get through to the semi-final, potentially we could get matched up with Port Vale or Middlesbrough in the semi-finals. But we could also get. But then again, in the other, like it's Chelsea and Newcastle. Their 2 teams aren't doing
We
great.
could be
Everton, Fulham,
yeah.
Everton, but they're both. That's gonna be a good game actually. Now, who would have thunk that? Who would have thunk that a few weeks ago? Everton, Fulham. Oh, that's gonna be a good game. Jesus, it might be the best game of the round. But never mind. Now I'm just kind of. I'm just trying to avoid actually talking about West Ham at this point. Ah, there you go. Anyway. Shall we talk about
There
other
you go.
things? Shall we
Yeah.
talk about what else we got coming up? Because you got a lot. You got a lot coming up, my friend. Because are you doing? because I know you got. I don't want to spoil it, but you have a big event on Saturday. Is that going to be? I'm
Right.
pretty sure I ask you this every year. It's going to be the fourth time I've asked you this. This is going to be a. Is this going to be an episode, or is this going to be a bonus episode? Because I'm assuming you're going to record one tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll have episode 544 Past the Gravy, and then Saturday we will have our 10th annual Christmas Spooktacular at Southern Star Brewing Company, 3525 North Fraser Street up in Conroe. We'll also do the 2023 Gravies Awards, so that'll be fun. And then there's gonna be some good food, awesome beer out there, so come hang out with us for a little bit. That will be the episode for next week, so that'll be your Christmas episode that we'll release. So you get you can come watch it live. It'll be released like Monday or Tuesday next week.
Fun.
Past the Gravy Pod on all socials though, so go check it out. Come celebrate the holidays with us. Just fly on in, Mike. Fly on in, bud.
Fly me to the moon. What have I got coming out this weekend? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. I do want to try it right. Do me this favor. I know it's going to be hard because you have to organize it with the venue and all that bullshit. But try to give me like 3 or 4 months heads up. Like, okay, this is the date.
Yeah.
And then maybe I could
Okay.
work some magic for like next year. Maybe I could make the 11th spooktacular. Because I would like to come. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fun, dude.
Give Alex a hug.
Yeah, he would definitely be out there. I think he's coming to the spectacular. He's been nominated for some Gravies Awards.
Been nominated for about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Do you know who hasn't been nominated for any Gravy Awards?
Well, I mean, Alex participated in a lot of things. You did
you!
contribute, though. You did contribute. You did contribute. You're the honorary
Wow.
graviest person in New Jersey. You win the New Jersey Gravy Award.
No, I did. Did you see my interest where I was like, well, I think Alex has got an issue with people from New Jersey, and then he's like, well, Tommy DeVito got nominated. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, he did. He did for Athlete of the Year.
So I don't even win that one.
Yeah.
Because even I would admit if you're gonna give an award to someone because they're from New Jersey, I think Tommy deserves it more than I do.
You win the Gravy Award for the most British New Jersey.
The best British person that lives in New Jersey.
The best. Yeah. It's a very specific award, but
you heard it here first.
there you go, buddy.
Thanks. I haven't wrote a speech or anything. This is so embarrassing. But yeah, so check that out. Boss Gravy. So is it gonna drop early? Though the spectacular, or are you gonna make everyone wait till Wednesday?
I'll probably drop it a little bit early. Probably like Monday or Tuesday. Just
Make
because
sure
it's a weird holiday week, I feel like.
get the video version out there at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Where do you like? Does the podcast app that you upload Pasta Gravy to allow you to upload videos?
I don't know. I just know you do the YouTube usually.
I mean, yeah, I upload this to YouTube as well. But yeah, if I upload it directly to Spotify, I upload the video file. And then if you open Spotify
Right.
and play it, the video version plays on the Spotify app. But it also sends out
Yeah,
the audio
true.
to Apple Podcasts. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I'm sure everyone cares about that. Anyway, yeah, but also tomorrow, Waffle Box episode 128. Oh, we're catching up, Alex. We're catching up.
Oh man.
It's gonna
Oh,
be close
man.
soon. It's gonna be close soon. All we need you to do is take 8 years off, 7 years
Something
off,
like that.
and then we'll be neck and neck, neck and neck. But the theme of this week's show is people who fucked around and found out. Where
Ooh, I like
the
that.
viral sensation, apparently. I don't know who viral people are anymore. But did you ever hear the woman who assaulted a Chipotle worker because she wasn't happy with her bowl, and so she threw it in her face?
I did see that.
Well, she got her sentencing, and it was a very
Well, I
interesting.
did not know that.
Oh, and that's pretty interesting. And then also some dumb tourists get their comeuppance in Venice, which was very funny. I did enjoy that. Also, I bitch about Squid Games challenge. Did you watch that on Netflix?
I have not.
Well, and then that new movie, was it Leave the World Behind? I'm sure you've at least heard of that. The one that was produced by blah, 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 blah. Oh, I go in on that bad boy. Oh, that's some angry reviewing of that one. I might even drop the C word a couple of times during that. I was so angry. You know when sometimes like you're venting about something, you're like, I want to vent about this, and you start, oh, I'm going to venting. But then as you hear yourself vent, it kind of makes you more angry because it reminds you how angry you were, and it just builds up and you build up. And you
Yeah.
just get worked up again. Oh, I kind of saw red
Just
and
rile yourself up that way.
yeah, it's pretty bad. But there they go. And plus all the usual bullshit of feel good story, blah, 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 blah. So check that out at Wafflebox on Twitter, Wafflebox Pod on Instagram, Facebook. Enjoy wafflebox.com for all the links. Make sure you subscribe like that. Thanks very much. But yeah, so that's it. Wraps up this week's show. I think at the very least we should be able to we should be good for next week, right? I think we're good for next week. I don't see any problem with next
I believe
week.
so, yeah.
And then it starts getting a little bit murky because then it's going to be after that it's going to be the day after Christmas, and then January 2nd maybe.
Probably not doing the day after Christmas. Yeah, I don't
Probably
know about
not
that. I think I'm moving January 2nd, so we might skip 2 weeks coming up. But here we check then.
Sounds good. But yeah, next week. We should be good next week. So, but yeah, thanks very much for checking us out. Make sure you do follow us on the social media if you don't already, at CBB Pod, at Alex J. Middleton, at Only Mike Fish. Just go fucking Giants. Just go Tommy DeVito. We love you. See you next Tuesday. Bye. Where's my jingle? Bye.
Who is this guy he's talking to?
That's his agent.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag? What's in the bag? I want to know what's in the bag.
Cutlets for later.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.